blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Memphis Steamers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready? Slack, 22. Slam. Let's convert. 52. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Deuce. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On play action, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready? You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna go? You think you gonna get this?
They'll run on first down. It's Russell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Bound to lose one. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
We go! 50, plant!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Back, back, back! Gone, gone! Nice!
On 3rd down, Russell.
It's Russell!
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 joker. Check, 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 check. Hey, 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 hey. Watch the whip.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Greystone travel.
Check 3. Check 3.
On the ball. On the ball.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Russell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ready, ready.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Kill, 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 kill.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Look, look, squeeze.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Ship. X3, 218, chopper.
Check, 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 check.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Break.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D.
Bravo.
We got to step it up. 45 is the mic.
Back to throw now on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Good job.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Leo. Now.
Rush in.
On third down, Russell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
There. Shoot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch it.
Hey, Sam up. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
Now a give, right side. It's Russell, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's go. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Golden Eagles 14, Steamers 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Jim. Check nine. Hey, switch it up.
On second down, it's Russell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Look, squeeze.
On second down now, it's Russell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, Mike 34.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On second down, it's Russell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On third down, Russell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go!
Check 31, check 31.
Look at me! Go! Leo!
No.
Shoot!
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready up?
Check 45. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Protein spill. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You ain't doing nothing today. 34's the mark.
2nd and 3. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now,
Here we go.
you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check 50, check 50. 49, check 49, check 49. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on 1st down. Russell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You got it. You got it. 64. Weak.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Five.
35-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 6. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communicate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Check 4, check 4. Check.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense.
Green, triple team.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Okay.
Come on. Sunday. Back. Mike 50, Mike 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And the blitz does come. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Wait. Hey, 5-0. Hey, even. Hey, 5 on the 50. Here we go.
They go play action. Winston letting one go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, stop. Green, triple team. Mike 50.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, hustle.
Here we go, even. Check.
They'll throw again. Winston. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Flip it.
That's it. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Switch up. Kill.
From the red zone now, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, it's Russell, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Even, even. Check 13. Check 13. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Let's go now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Green, triple team.
41 Mike. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? Black 25.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Look at me.
41's the Mike. Echo, echo. Got one. I got one.
Mike 41. We got to rest that.
Watch the pass.
Hey, let's get him some verses.
Watch twins.
5-0.
3rd and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Hester. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, left side. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. They'll try and throw for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Made it a 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shift. You go tight. You got tight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Exit. Hey, 41 Mike. I got it. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Let's convert.
Again, it's Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Jameis again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go. Defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Russell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He cuts it right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second and 11 now. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, stop. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Now Winston. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
We got double up. Undercrush. Flip it. Undercrush.
Winston to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On first down, Russell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Get wrong. Check it back. He's checking.
Yep.
Check 31. Hey, check right.
Ready.
They'll try to run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Even. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's keep bringing it.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check. 3 triple team. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Now.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.